class. This is Dr. Condor, and I'm making a introduction to pathways to statistics orientation video. And I'm going to try to answer many of your questions about the course for this semester. And again, I'm not a professional video maker, so you still may have some questions after you watch the video, but at least this will help answer some of those for you. Now, what I'm on right now is it's my Canvas page, but yours looks very similar to this. And if you've registered for the course, then you're automatically set up with this Canvas page, and you'll see the sequence number 14072 for the online Pathways to Statistics, the STA 1001. So if that's the course that you wanted, again, it's the online version. Then you're in the right place. And there's lots of stuff that I put in Canvas. And today I really just want to talk about kind of an overview and go through this. But this page is set up in modules. And you'll see a getting started module. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see Unit 1. Of course, that deals with the material that's going to be on the Unit 1 exam. And then, of course, Unit 2 would be then the material that you would want to look at when preparing for the second unit exam, and so on. So we have Unit 3, Unit 4, and then there's a final exam. But let's go ahead back up here and look at the syllabus. So in the beginning of any course, you want to take a look at the syllabus, which has lots of information about the makeup of the course. So when you click on syllabus, we go to here, we see course syllabus for the Pathways to Statistics. And then here is the link that will take you to that. It's a Word file. And then also underneath that, you'll see on the syllabus page, My Math Lab Instructor Course ID. And this is the instructor course ID that you'll need when you sign up for the My Math Lab, or what they call the My Stat Lab. So before we get to the My Math Lab part of the course, let's go into the syllabus. And so I downloaded that. I'm going to click over here down in the lower left and then open up a Word file. And I'm just going to kind of briefly go over this, but this is something that you want to read in detail and see if there's any questions that you might have. And again, my name is listed here, Dr. Condor, and I'm on the Bradenton campus, and that's where all the exams are typically at. Some people might take theirs on the Venice campus. And again, we'll talk more about how you set that up and who you talk to. But my office is in the math building, 27128. And the best way to get in touch with me, though, is by my email. So you'll see the email is listed here, condorj@scf.edu. And I try to get back with students after the course starts. 24 to 48 hours. I know that you like a quick response, and so I try my best to get back with you. But weekends a little bit harder for me to get back to you, so you just have to be patient. And office hours, I'm usually in throughout the week, but I'll try to be there for this class from 2 to 3 each day, except for Wednesday. And the course description is this course is set up for those students that want to take the STA 2023, the Elementary Statistics course. A lot of students used to take the intermediate algebra to get into the elementary stats, and then we really decided that there needed to be another pathway, and that's why it's called Pathways to Statistics. And so the course is really a lot of statistics instead of algebra, which does seem to make more sense. So again, if your goal, I know you can still take pathways to get into the topics course and liberal arts course also. But the main goal is we set this course up for those wanting to go into elementary statistics, and that's how it's taught. And the text is listed here: statistical reasoning, pathways to statistics. So you would have to get that at the bookstore. And I don't think you can buy it online. This is a special order for this class for this college at this time. So you need to get in touch again with the bookstore, and you get the book and the My Math Lab access code. So the My Math Lab access code, again, you're going to need that also on top of the instructor access code I showed you earlier. And then the other thing that you'll need for the course is a calculator. And the one we recommend is the TI-84. You can use the TI-83, but again, we have listed here the 84 plus, strongly recommended, because again, we're assuming that you're going to take the elementary statistics course, and if you are, then you're going to need that calculator for that class. So you can have that same calculator for both courses. Okay, so now the testing, there's 4 tests and a final. And you'll notice here, no makeup exams. If you miss an exam, then your final will be worth 180 points, which keeps you at the same total possible points. So you have to have a documented excuse for why you did not make an exam. And if that's accepted, then your final will be worth more and kind of take up for the points. So you don't get a 0. It's just that you end up with the same points as everybody else. More of them come from your final, that's all. Now, again, our grading is very simple. There's just 4 exams and a final for the course. That's it. Now, throughout the course, I do put stuff up on Canvas as extra credit, and that's it. So I don't do anything else. Everything else that I put up there for you to do basically is extra credit, and it has to be done the time that it's submitted, and or you just forfeit that. It's not required to do. It's just extra points you can pick up throughout the course. So many students are really like that and make sure that they get those extra credit activities done. Now, the attendance for online students, a lot of students sometimes think, well, I'm not attending. Well, you aren't, but in a sense, you still have to show that you're virtually attending the course, and that's by completing the My Math Lab homework, okay, on a regular basis. So if you're not doing any of the homework for the course in My Math Lab, then you will be withdrawn as non-attendance. So that's something fairly new at the college, but it is a state requirement, so we do have to stick with that. So you need to get the My Math Lab software, you need to do the homework, work on it, and then everything will be okay. If you're not in the software and you aren't doing the work, then you'll be, after the first week, listed as a no-show. And then there's some other information here that you can read that is not of immediate concern, withdrawal, things like that. Now here's the schedule, which is very important. And so you want to make sure you see that this week we have sections 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3 that we're covering, and so on. Next week, in class we do 1.4 and 1.5, so you should be doing basically the same thing. And then this project 1, I'll be sending out information in the announcements. So make sure you check the announcements. Usually once a week I'll put something out there, and then I'll explain this will be an extra credit activity. So again, it's if you don't do it, you don't get any extra credit points, but you're not getting penalized. But you still have to do the homework, and then we get to test 1. Now, for the online students, test 1 will be online. It's on Canvas, and I'll post it on. I'll let you know exactly what day, and it's typically will be the Monday of this week, and then you'll have to complete that exam online and then submit it to Canvas. So you don't send me anything. Again, everything goes through Canvas. Your grades will be on Canvas and announcements and everything. The only thing you use the My Math Lab for is to do the homework. And there's lots and lots of good uh, supplementary kinds of help in the My Math Lab software to help you. Now you'll notice we get down to schedule, and then this week here there is an on-campus test, so everybody has to come to campus to take test 2, and then test 3 is online, test 4 is on campus, and then the final exam, of course, on campus, the 9th, 12th, December 9th. So that's a pretty quick rundown about the information on the syllabus. And so I'm going to just click that off. And again, so we're going to click on home over here. And there's some initial stuff here you can look at getting started. My math lab, you need to get that going. There's a user manual for the calculator, 8384, that I wrote. So it's very specific step-by-step instructions. How to register in my stat lab, and then here's the math instructor code 340 or Condor 34098. So you want to get going on that. Now you can also just go into, I'm going to open up another window here and type mymathlab.com, and this is not in Canvas, this is separate. This is a separate software package that you use to do the homework and help you learn the material. So it's your learning tool for the course. You don't have an instructor for the course. I just manage the course. So basically then your only learning tool is this. So it says register now if you've never registered before. So you would start here on student, and then you would go in and follow the directions. And anytime you have any problems, they have a very good help feature on there. So support, click on support, and they'll go through, and if you have to sign in, guide, contact someone, they're really good to help you get registered. Okay, so I'm going to sign in. I'm already have an account, and I go in, and I just go past that, and then I sign in. And now for my course, I have a bunch of them here. So this is my Monday. This is ours here. So I'm going to click on that. The instructor code will put you in the right course, put the right instructor code on, and then you'll see that it's set up pretty straightforward. You have all these options on the left, and you just have to get in it, play around a little bit. Homework. If you click on homework, then there's all your homework. That's really as easy as it is to do. You click on homework, you just go through, you click on them, and I'm going to, it says right here your assignment is past due, but I'm going to go in and open up all those dates before our orientation day, and then so those will all be set. And really that's about it. And again, the best way to do is just to get in there and get going. And remember that we do have, the orientation. We have the 3 times that we meet for exam 2, exam 4, and then the final exam. So you're going to be coming, and you need to make sure you clear those days so that you can show up whenever your class time is. And so it looks like this Monday 12:30 to 2:30. And again, make sure you get into the announcements. So I'm going to get out of my stat lab and go back to here. Now announcements, I'm going to click on that, and I only have one announcement in there right now. And again, this is just kind of some basic introductory information. And again, make sure you look at the syllabus, and nothing else here. Really, your grades you'll see will show up in Canvas also, and there's not much else there you have to do. So hopefully this will help. Again, it answered some of the questions for you. And if you have other questions, make sure you email me. And my email is on the syllabus, condorj@scf.edu. And then I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But I'll get these homework problems ready to go. And I'll be putting up some announcements throughout. So again, any questions, don't hesitate to ask.